Sports to the bone, people. Greetings once again. Back at it, you know, my people. Boy, it's a hot day, but I don't think it's gonna be as hot as how later on is expected to be. Barbados versus St Lucia CPL. Yes, my people, you don't know it going to Jamaica Talawas. We'll take care of our first game. So we're just going to sit back, relax, and enjoy Barbados versus St Lucia doing their thing. First things first, we want to do a watch along for that game. So just stay tuned to the channel, and you know, you will be updated once it's time for us to go live. So the plan is for us to do a watch along with that game. Hopefully everything works out. What I'm going to do in this video, I'm just going to remind you of the squads and talk about a couple of players to look forward to. Also going to talk a little bit about the Indian captain Pandya. I know the series is done and we want to move on from him, but you know, I was doing some reading earlier today and I saw where they were talking about him, so we're going to just mention that. Also going to mention our sprint queen Elaine Thompson, Herah. Yes, my people, she has switched coach once again, so just give a listening ear until the end and let me know what you all think about this one. All right, let's get down into these squads now. So for the Barbados Royals, they have their captain Ravman Powell, who we basically lend them Ravman Powell for a little while, and I know it go. So Ravman Powell is there, Jason Hola is there, Kyle Mayers is there, Mahesh Tikashani is there, his temporary replacement for Ahmed during the Asian Cup. Evans is there, Laurie Evans, Alec Arthanes, Obed McCoy, Kevin Wickham, Vander Merwi, Akeem Jordan is also there, Rakeem Cornwall, Donovan Ferreira, Justin Greaves, Joshua Bishop, Naeem Young, Rivaldo Clark and Raymond Simmons. Hey, it's a nice little mixture this Barbados have still in. I didn't even realize, you know. Good amount of West Indies players that have played for the West Indies. Couple of youngsters coming through that are pretty good, and a few overseas players. This is a solid little squad still, you know. Ravman Powell, Jason Ola, Kyle Mayers. You know, these are all guys that are Obed McCoy, mainstays in the West Indies T20 team. So, you know, that is what the Barbados team so looks like. The players to look out for in that, not only going to be talking about youngsters, but Kyle Mayers. Kyle Mayers is the first one that I'm going to focus on, and my reason for zooming in on Kyle Mayers is the fact that he's the West Indies T20 opener now, and he's searching for form, right? He did extremely well in the recently concluded IPL. Then, you know, when he went back to West Indies, he didn't play too well against India. All 5 games, we didn't get much from him. So quite a few people are eagerly anticipating or waiting on how Kyle Mayers will perform in this year's staging of the CPL. So Kyle Mayers is one of them that we're going to look at. And definitely Alec Arthanes. We would have seen Kurt McKenzie last night doing his thing for the Jamaica Talawas. You know, Kurt McKenzie would have seen doing his thing for the Talawas. Alec Arthanes is another one. He's one of those players that look like he's capable of playing all 3 formats. So, you know, we see people are asking, how is he not in the West Indies T20 team playing against India? I personally was saying, listen, let him play in the CPL first and we see where we go from there. We can take it from there. So if he gets an opportunity in this game, we are definitely going to be looking to see how he goes about his business. So he's there. In terms of the youngsters, Raymond Simmons, right? We have seen Raymond Simmons before, talented player. You know, we are hoping that he will be able to break through this season, produce some good numbers, and we'll be able to get into the look, get a look into the West Indies team. Akeem Jordan, you know, he was in the West Indies squad at one point in time. No longer there right now, so you know, we're definitely going to be looking to see how things work out for him. As you can imagine, most people will be looking at the youngsters, all the youngsters, but those are just the ones that I wanted to zoom in on. So that is Barbados right there. Now for the St Lucia Kings, they remember we played them last night. So they have Faf Duplessis, the captain, Johnson Charles, Sean Williams, Alzari Joseph, Raston Chase, Jair McAllister, Sikandra Raza, Peter Hatsuglu. They have Raja Pakatsa. He is the temporary replacement for Chris Soul. We would have seen Chris Soul last night, right? Russian Primus, Javier Royal. We have Sandrak, Kyrie Pierre, Leander Julian, Matthew Ford, Kimani Millinus, and McKenny Clark. I think I want to highlight the same set of players that I highlighted against, you know, that I was looking forward to seeing against the Jamaica Talawas. Matthew Ford, as I said, we saw him in the we saw Matthew Ford in the I think it was the Canadian League the other day. You understand? I think his team made it to the final. Don't remember if it was the Canadian League or the one in the US. Team made it to the final. He didn't. I don't think he actually won the final there. But you know, looking forward to seeing Matthew Ford and his bowling. Kimani, just the same. He got an opportunity last night. Didn't work out for him in that game. You know, McKenny Clark as usual. Raston Chase. We're looking forward to see Raston Chase continuing his thing. Remember, the selectors said that they are looking for someone that can balance out with Akil Hussein in the T20s. You know, obviously Akil Hussein is the lead bowler right now in the T20s, so you're going to want to see what he's bringing. And Jair McAllister, not a pacer that, you know, we hear a lot about him, so we're definitely going to pay attention to these couple of guys. Having said that, it's worth looking at all the youngsters, all the players, especially the youngsters, but especially those ones that I mentioned there. So as I said, I am hoping there's no rain later on tonight. I'm gonna try and do a watch along. Hopefully I can go right from start to finish. But you know, we will see how it goes. Just make sure that your notification bell is turned on, so once we go live, you will be notified that the live has started. Alright, just before we finish, my people, now Pandya, he lost this series, against West Indies, and we heard all sorts of things. But one of the latest things that we are hearing right now, you know, is a renowned journal commentator from India saying that, listen, Pandya is the real deal. He has already done it in the IPL, and losing this series here doesn't really mean anything. You understand? But Pandya, it's as if he's saying that they should not even think about giving up on him or anything like that, because he's the real deal when it comes on to captaincy, you know, and he's definitely the man to lead the team in the future. So that is what they are saying. I agree, he's a good captain, you know, but he's a little bit too you know, but he's definitely a good captain. So we're going to see how that go. Definitely had to touch a little track and field before we go. So Jamaican sprinter Elaine Thompson Herah, she has switched coaches once again, and she will now be taking instructions from a former member of the MVP track club. That was her original training club, right? So apparently there's somebody that she used to train with there, that has taken up that temporary position of getting her prepared. Based on what we are hearing, the arrangement came into place immediately after the Jamaica trials, when she failed to qualify for you know, she failed to qualify to make the Jamaica team, individual sprint teams. As I said before, because you're a coach and because you're a husband or whatever, that doesn't necessarily mean that you can go and coach an Olympic athlete. Coaching a regular athlete is different from coaching an Olympic champion or a world champion. You understand? That, as I always say, that is as much as I will say. We won't go down in them family business or anything like that. But just jumping up and coach, and because you're a coach, you can't just leave from one level and go coach an Olympic athlete like that. And that's how it work. No matter how talented the athlete is, you know, work like that. Anyway, we're going to leave you right here. So for now, as I said, just go and stay tuned, and later on we will do the dope on the live. Big up on yourself.